Hello, this is Ariella Carmel, and we're in Paris as part of Israel's business delegation led by Calcalist and Bank Hapoalim. I'm joined by Jean-Emile Rosenblum, founder and CEO of Pixmania. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you, Ariela.
So, can you start off by telling me a little bit about Pixmania?
Yeah, so I founded Pixmania with my brother back into the 2000.
Wow.
Okay, and it was a big success story at that time. It was the starting of e-commerce, and we grew that business from zero to €1 billion turnover with around 1,500 people working in it. And we sold that company in 2006 to a UK group, Dixon's Group. Okay, so we were selling everything around electronics all over Europe in 26 countries.
Wow.
At that time, it was not very common, and we had a lot of developers because we did everything in house because we didn't have the chance that people has today to have a Shopify or something like this.
Right.
So we had to do it. We had to do everything around the cloud. There were no cloud at the time.
Oh.
So
I can't even imagine that now.
yeah, it was crazy. So, and we sold the company quite good in 2006, and we stayed until 2012. After that, we did something else, and I had the chance to buy back the brand after a decade in 2021 and rebuild it with completely another business model, which is we are selling everything around mobility, smartphone, with a lot of credit, what we call tashlumim in Israel. Okay, but it's not very common in France or in Europe. And when we sell the product, we buy back your old device, we refurbish it, and we resell to someone else. And the product you buy from us, we will buy it back at the end of your payment installment,
Okay.
and we will do again the same. So our mission is to make your product life last longer. So if a smartphone can live 9 years with 3 customers, we have to do it.
Right.
And we have to help this to be done. We have a lab with 100 people working in this lab to do all the refurbishing of the smartphones. And we started again 2 years ago, and it's promising.
And it's based in Israel or in France?
No, this is based in France. We have 160 workers now, Pixmaniac. We call them Pixmaniac. And I'm coming back and forth like once a month from Israel.
Now, you wear many hats. You also run French Tech TLV, which connects French and Israeli tech ecosystems and entrepreneurs. Can you tell me a little bit about your work there?
Yes, so I've been appointed like president of French Tech TLV a year before COVID.
Wow.
Very good time, very good timing. So we had a very big event that was planned to be done in Israel to connect the two ecosystems. And it was meant to be on 2, 3, 4 verticals where Israel is really good at the tech side and where France is very good at the distribution side. So it's very important for the Israelis to understand that there is a good outcome, a good market in some areas in France that is much bigger than France only. Let's take the distribution. Carrefour is a worldwide company, like Auchan, Leclerc, they are very big companies. So on the FoodTech side, AgriTech is very interesting to be connected with these kind of groups. And same like it was for Mobileye. We have big groups in France like Stellantis with Peugeot, with Citroën, with Renault, these kind of companies.
Right.
So it's how we can connect, make the French understand that the best tech in the world is in Israel, and to make Israel understand that it's not only US and sometimes UK, where they can sell their technology.
So let's touch on that because, as you've alluded to, for most Israeli entrepreneurs, the main goal is the American market. Why should they also be looking at the French market?
I think since President Macron started when he was already economy minister, okay, he did a lot to boost the tech side in France, okay, and also to make, let's say, foreigners invest more in the country. So there is a lot of capital that has been invested in the French economy, and they are facilitating a lot the startups.
Right.
Okay, I really can see the last 10 years has been booming. The French Tech is a wonderful idea from France, and it's not just words. It's really now deeper and deeper in the ecosystem. So it's not like the startup nation yet, but it's more and more. And Israel has a good image in France for all the tech industry. It was for the defense, the army,
Right.
but now, I mean, there is no big French company that is not saying that Israel has a good technology for what they are doing.
Right.
So they are very interested. As a French tech capital in Tel Aviv, a lot of people from France wants to come to visit our top companies, top startups. So it's not complicated to make them come, except since October 7th.
How has the current period impacted French interest in Israeli tech?
I think the interest is still completely there. The only problem is not the insurance. They cannot travel because they are not insurance covered. I think there is something to be done by the government to back that, because a lot of people are not coming as tourists, but also as businesses.
So you think part of the solution is for some kind of policy measures to be
Yes.
implemented?
I think insurance measure to cover this kind of people. It's very important.
Very much so. Well, that's all the time we have for now, but thank you so much, Jean-Emile.
Thank you, Ariela.